What's going on, everyone? So, Los Angeles Lakers, look, they are the city of stars, right? Like, Lakers love to chase and go after and find stars. And, there is an argument to be made that, like, do you get the star now for the post LeBron? Or do you wait till LeBron leaves? But here's the thing, too, right? You got to keep in mind, you got to kind of position yourself for that. Right? Like, so for example, if LeBron, let's say this offseason was like, you know what, I'm going to retire. Lakers would only have like $16 million in cap space. They're not going to be able to sign another star. Right? So you need to position it. You either need to trade for a star or you need to position it to where you essentially have $60 million in cap space. So basically you cleared the deck outside of Luka and, now you're ready to go, which is hard. Right? So there is an argument to be made if the right star is there, right? Like if you could trade for Giannis, I think it's incredibly unlikely. But if you could trade for Giannis, right? Like that's something you have to do. You have to, right? Like if Giannis is available, you're essentially trading him for a bunch of role players, right? Like you have to do it, right? You don't say no to that. The value would be too good to be true. You'd have to do it at that point. But again, I think that that's very unlikely. I think that's very unrealistic. Again, never say never. I do think it's a bit of a pipe dream, though, personally, if you ask me, right? Again, people point to Luka and they're like, well, we traded for Luka. Yeah, we traded Anthony Davis, a first-round pick, and Max Christie. Like, we didn't trade, a bunch of, like, role players and expiring contracts to go get Giannis. But if you could, great. Do it. You absolutely do it. However, there is this star versus depth, right? Now, I don't mind getting a star, right? Even like Kevin Durant. Right? If you get Kevin Durant for the right price, I think you do it. Again, one of these, if the right star is available, I don't hate the idea. People look at it and go, well, like, what about the depth? What about it? Lakers are already the worst. They have like the worst depth in all of basketball. They are terrible. Their bench is one of the worst benches in all of basketball, right? Like you need an entire roster rehaul to really fix that and correct it, right? You're going to need several guys at that point that you're probably not going to be able to get because you're, salary cap strapped. And you need a center and all these other things in the starting unit, not even the bench unit, right? And so it's like, depth would be great, but you have to be able to get it. And you need the right depth. And then on top of that, like look at most of the teams. Like most of the teams don't, like Boston won a championship and they had like 6-7 guys. Denver won a championship. They had like 6-7 guys, right? Most of the teams that win the championship only really have like 6 or 7 guys who run it anyway, right? Like very rarely is it like, a team like the Warriors are like the only team that really runs like 13 guys, right? And that's just Steve Kerr. It's just like how Steve Kerr likes to operate, right? But most teams only running like 7-8 guys to get to the NBA. I mean, look, the Knicks running like 6 guys. Boston's running like 6 guys. Cavs are running like 7 guys, right? Like you go down the list, it's like most of these teams aren't running a bunch of guys anyway. So like depth is important for the regular season. Depth is important for an 82-game season, but, if you have the right star, that can give you, 65 games a year at least, 70 games a year, and then, between LeBron, Luka, and that star, you got to get the right star that complements everything, but if you got those right stars, right, we'll use Kevin Durant as an example, right? You get Kevin Durant, plug and play, should fit, no problems, easy to go, right? But between LeBron, Luka, and Kevin Durant, you should always be able to rest the guy whenever you need it, right? So like Kevin Durant, hey, we're going to give you a week off. No problem. Give you a week off. Well, now you got LeBron and Luka, they can play. Okay, well now LeBron's going to get a week off. Okay, well now you got Luka and KD. Okay, Luka, your turn. You're going to get a week off. Now you have LeBron and KD. Right? So like you're always in a position where guys are going to be able to get the time off. Are going to be able to get what they need off, right? Get the rest. Hey, guy, hey, you need an extra week, no problem. Don't worry about it. Because now you have those 3 stars where, like if you only have 1 star and then your old guys, questions like, okay, are you going to be able to stay afloat? That's the beauty of having those 3 stars. But the pieces have to fit. Now, here's the thing, right? The argument for the depth, right? If the Lakers are able to find a path to get just quality depth, and more versatility. Because I do think that there is an argument. Like if you can go get, it has to be the right pieces in my opinion, right? Like if you could magically get like a Walker Kessler, a Cam Johnson, right? And then like another piece or two, right? So okay, let's do it like this. Let's say, say the Nets, right? Like if you could get Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, and then go make a trade for, whatever, a 3-and-D guy, another 3-and-D guy, or a point of attack guard or something like that, right? Like let's say you could get a Herb Jones, right? Like the value at that point is probably better than anything, right? Because now you got your center, you got a 3-and-D, wing guard that could play and slot alongside Luka, and you got, a legit 3-and-D wing that can play either forward spot, hit shots, defend, do a little bit of everything with LeBron and Luka, right? Like now you're just like, you're probably one of the most complete teams in all of basketball at that point, right? At least on the front end, right? And then your depth, you're like, okay, well, can you hit on a couple free agents, right? Can you trust the Lakers brand to maybe get a couple guys, kind of find that diamond in the rough or two? Can you get a Gary Trent Jr. and Kevin Porter Jr., right? Like they were 2 vet minimum guys. Maybe you bring them on, 2 guys that could get you, 15 each off the bench. So now you have some bench scoring, right? And then go and bring in, a Jericho Sims. So now you got that backup big that's cheap. So now you got like your backup center. Yeah, like if you could do something like that and piece something like that together, then absolutely. Yeah. Then by all means, that's probably better than going and getting another star. Because again, like you have probably one of the best starting 5s in all of basketball, and you have like, legit 4 to 5 guys off the bench that can all play a role, right? That can all do multiple things out there, right? That could really have an impact out there on the basketball court. But that, again, that's easier said than done, right? A lot of times it's almost easier to get that other star than it is to get, because there's always a star or a guy that, is borderline star that wants out every few years or every few months, right? It's like every month there's like a new star that's available. There's a new star that just, he wants out and he wants to go here, or he wants to go there, or, whatever, right? So like, I don't want the Lakers to get lost in the star business. I don't want to see the Lakers. I don't want to see the Lakers wait around for Giannis and are like, okay, like let's see if Giannis should. Like I don't want them waiting around for Giannis and then miss out on Giannis, and now you missed out on all these free agencies and all these other trades and stuff, right? Like to me, it's the opportunistic trade. If the right trade comes along, you do it, right? Outside of that, I think you stay the course, you rebuild. Or retool is probably the better answer, because I don't think they're going to full-fledged rebuild. But you kind of like retool here a little bit, put yourself in a position to where like, okay, now we got the roster, now we got the team, now we got the depth, now you got all the things that you want to now put yourself in the best position to go win, right? That's where I look at the Lakers. That's where I, if I'm the Lakers, I'm at. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Feel your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mix in the middle. Do you think like, yes, got to find, the opportunistic trade? Are you more get another star? If it's the right star, are you more, no, you got to get the depth route? Either way, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.